The impact of government secrecy on freedom of information laws. Discover the ongoing battle between government secrecy and freedom of information laws, and how transparency issues affect us all. Why government secrecy and freedom of information laws are always clashing. You ever stop to think about how much the government keeps under wraps from the public? I mean, when you hear about government classified information or government classified policies, it sparks this idea that there's a whole hidden world operating behind the scenes, right? Well, that's exactly why freedom of information laws exist, to give us a peek behind the curtain. But it's complicated. Let me break it down like I'm chatting with a friend over coffee. Governments around the world rely on government confidentiality for very real reasons. National security, diplomatic relations, law enforcement investigations. These aren't exactly things you want splashed all over headlines the moment something happens. But on the flip side, when the government hides too much, it raises serious questions about trust, accountability, and the right for citizens to know what's going on. This is where freedom of information legislation steps onto the stage. These laws are designed to promote transparency, requiring government agencies to release certain documents and information upon request. The idea is simple. The people have a right to know what their government is doing, how funds are being spent, and what policies are being implemented, especially those that impact everyday life. Sounds ideal, right? Well, in practice, it's not that clear-cut. Governments will often claim exemptions by pointing to government information secrecy regulations. They argue some info has to stay secret to protect citizens, but sometimes the line between legitimate secrecy and just hiding uncomfortable truths blurs. This leads to a wrestling match between transparency advocates and officials wanting to keep government documents secrecy intact. Think about all the big scandals over the years that only came to light because someone pushed for access to secret government info. Yet there's always something hidden just out of reach. That persistent veil keeps feeding rumors about government secret policies, those shadowy moves done without public knowledge that might be shaping society in ways people never signed up for. Some of these conflicts hurt democracy itself. When governments get too cozy with secrecy, it undermines the public's trust, making people question if their leaders actually have their best interests in mind. At the same time, too much openness could risk national security or diplomatic relations. So, the challenge is balancing these opposing needs. One thing that really showcases this tension, with a thrilling twist, is a book I recently came across called Hush, a psychological thriller of alien manipulation and deep state deceit. Without giving away too much, it plays on government secrecy and conspiracy, showing just how murky and eerie it can get when what's classified ties into much darker agendas. It's a storytelling gem if you enjoy a mix of suspense and political thriller. If you want to get a gripping fictional taste of what government secret policies and deep state conspiracy can look like, I definitely recommend checking out Hush. You can buy now in ebook, print, or audio format, whichever fits your style. Whether you're on a commute, lounging at home, or looking for your next read, it's a captivating way to explore these complex themes through fiction. So, wrapping this up, government secrecy and freedom of information laws are in a bit of a constant tug-of-war. Sometimes the secrecy is justified and necessary, but sometimes it's overused or abused, leading to government transparency issues that affect us all. The best approach might just be staying informed, asking tough questions, and demanding the right amount of openness, all while understanding the complexities at play. Next time you hear about a freedom of information request or a government document leak, maybe think about the delicate dance going on between keeping things confidential and being open enough to maintain trust. Looking for a story that explores these themes with suspense and style? Grab Hush, a psychological thriller of alien manipulation and deep state deceit, and experience the intrigue firsthand. It's available now in ebook, print, and audio, perfect for any reader or listener who loves a twisty, thrilling narrative.